Is this fun? CJ, what do you think? Is this a fun time? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like I was saying, get yourself out there and go for a walk. Out here again at Brushy Creek State Rec area. Gonna try to finish this place up today. We're in the south day use area. Mainly it's just a big grassy parking lot for equestrian. We're gonna be doing the south trails. You got the southwest is gonna be the focus. It's about 12 miles long, down and back. And it's got a few spur trails, I guess, at the very southwestern most point. So it's a straight shot down to there, then we'll weave in and out of a few of those trails maybe, and then head back up to here. And then the southeast is a simple down and back loop, and we'll, depending on how long it takes us to do the southwest side, we might try to do some of the southeast side. And then just call this place good. We are quite early today. Sun doesn't come up for another half hour or so. It's just starting to peak. You kind of see the golds coming over, a little bit of a mist or fog on the ground, I should say. Gonna be using the headlamp because I imagine once I get into the trees it'll be a little bit darker. So I'll probably use the headlamp for the first little bit until the sun finally does peak the rest of the way over. But yeah, it's supposed to be a nice day today. A little chilly this morning, but the temp's supposed to rise quickly here. So I suppose let's get moving. So yeah, it's a good thing I brought the headlamp because wow, it's not completely dark in here. Camera's not showing exactly how much light is getting through, but without the headlamp it's hard to tell what's just a dark patch of dirt, maybe some leaves, or horse doo-doo, because there's a ton of horse doo-doo on this trail. So it looks like this one must be well used. I mean, the trail obviously is well worn, which is great. Oh, looks like a sunflower field. So that's kind of neat. All right, so already I don't know how I missed the turn. So this is part of the southeast trail. I'm a half mile into it, of the I think 4 mile down and back or something like that. I don't know, the scenery is not bad. You get a nice view off to your left here of the open pasture, but yeah, we're on the southeast trail, not the southwest like I wanted to be. So we'll go down this one about, I don't know, another mile and a half to see if it changes at all, and then probably turn around and head back and hike fast anyways. Let's get to the southwest since that was the goal for the day. But yeah, that happened. They're all well aware of me. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Going back into a little wooded area. Sun's mostly up now. But yeah, this is mainly just appears a down and back that runs. I mean, the river is that direction. It's mainly just a down and back though, with the cow pasture next to it. And then we are in a little stretch going through some trees. We'll see how long this lasts. I'm well aware that I saw that sign. I just didn't read it. So I figured it out. As I was exiting this the trail here, as I was coming from here, and I saw the sunflower field and was discussing that, this pole was sitting here, and as you can tell, there's no markings on it here to tell you, hey, left or right. The markings are here. While those markers are good to inform somebody coming from the other direction is what way they're going, it would be nice if you had something right here that said left and right. So Brushy Creek, if you watch this, add another sign to that post that says turn left, turn right. So Southwest Trail starts off with a pretty aggressive downhill, actually. Definitely rock and graveled. I don't know if this might have been a former maintenance road or something, but it's pretty rough now. Hey, I don't know, we're probably a quarter way down the trail on the west side. And one thing I've been noticing is it's pretty soft over here. I'm wondering how often this gets flooded out during high precipitation. But yeah, we're getting next to the river now. That's the river out over there. And there it is, there's some of it. A little bit better view, get some more sunlight in here. It was looking pretty dark for a while there. So one thing I'm seeing is a decent number of dry creek beds that I've crossed. I think I've crossed 3 so far. So I am wondering, earlier in the year, you know, the spring, early summer, the early shoulder season, so to speak, how much water flow is out here and how accessible this trail might be. That is something to be aware of. If you're coming early year, that it could be a little wetter than most places in Iowa that have trails. There's a view of the river. Sun just blazing off of it. All right, so that looks inviting. I like that view, but I'm tired of being on this trail. I want to try something new, so I am going to do the maple trail. Really, it runs the same distance. It just runs parallel to it. I don't have a plan for the network down here. Just kind of winging it as I go. Ooh, I like this. This is kind of neat. Dig this little trail right here. I'm glad I decided to sneak off. So that was a very satisfying little trail. Definitely liked the maple trail. And then one thing about the maple trail too, like I said, it runs parallel to the river trail. And it really is just kind of you shoot up north, do the maple trail, you shoot south real quick, and you get back on the river trail. Let's get out the sun, there we go. So yeah, now I'm back on the river trail. I think I'm getting close to the southernmost part. We'll figure it out. We'll throw something up here to show it, I guess. All right, so we just came out of the tree line here and out into this open field. We're gonna be headed easterly now. So headed back towards the vehicle. I would call this beyond the halfway point. I'm still undecided on how many of these internal trails I'm gonna hit. There's at least one or two I will hit, possibly the Quarry Trail, maybe the Cedar Trail. I don't think I'm gonna do the Rocky Trail or Turkey Trail. They just don't look interesting from the peaks I took at them. But I don't know. You never know. I might. So the pace is good, so I can add extra areas I wasn't originally planning on, which I didn't have a huge plan when I came here to begin with. All right, so one. I like mileage. 2, I'm curious. 3, well, I review parks and I review trails, which means I've got to actually hike the trails to review them. So we're headed down Rocky, and then we're going to cut back through Turkey, and then that'll take us straight to Cedar. Then we'll backtrack across Quarry. Then we'll rejoin the river trail and head back to the vehicle. We are going to be skipping Deer Trail, which is short, about a half mile, and it surrounds a field. I think it was a cornfield is what I saw. I can't remember. But we will be walking next to that field. So I imagine that one is not going to be much different than any of the rest. However, looking at this again, never mind, we'll be able to take Deer Trail. So we'll do it. So we will hit every trail here. We'll just, skip out on some of the Western Trail, and we're jumping in and out of it. So, yeah. All right, so we're on Turkey Trail. And this is what I saw when I peeked down. Just a grassy walk. I admit, Rocky Trail flew by. It was really quick, really short. I mean, I expected it to be. I think I don't know, it's short. I'll put the number up somewhere. It was like 0.12 or something. Really short. Not even a half mile, I don't believe. Or even a quarter mile. All right, so this is mildly confusing. I took the Turkey Trail, right? And it says the Turkey Trail's like here, and that should head back to the river. But then the map makes it look like you go that way, but then there's this. So I'm not quite sure which way you're supposed to go, if you're supposed to skirt the bean field here, or if this is actually just access to the bean field. And this is the trail, and it skirts north of the bean field and within the wood line. So I'm going to go this way, guessing that I'm supposed to go back into the wood line. Okay, so I still don't know what was the appropriate way to go there. The wooded section was very obviously underused, we'll call it. And that sign back there says wagon route. So it looks like that is still a route you're supposed to go. And it does look like the route through the woods. The route through the woods is newly carved, almost as though they came down here with like a front end loader or something and just drove through it and kind of bulldozed their way, take out all the small trees to get people away from the field. Because it kind of went up into the trees, went around, weaved through it, and then came back out on the other side of that field. Yeah, so I don't know what route you're supposed to take. But now we're into this. This is supposed to be more of the Turkey Trail. Actually, I should look at my map, because I know where the Turkey and the Cedar meet. It also can hook back and go back to the Western Trail, which I think this might be that. Maybe, no, never mind, it's not. Okay, so, yep, this is the right way. And we should be coming up to the Cedar Trail, I believe. That junction should be up here. Yeah, because, yep, here's the junction for Cedar Trail. So we'll see where this one goes. Otherwise, yeah, that would be the way back to the West Trail. And Cedar, looks like we're going through some cedars. All right. Cedar Trail is mainly just a trail. That's an access road to the bean field. A lot of dragonflies though. That's pretty cool. All right. That concludes Cedar Trail. And right here's the junction of Cedar, Deer, and Quarry. We're gonna take Quarry, which backtracks us west 0.4 of a mile. We connect up with the river trail again. We move back east that direction, so we'll call this a flatland switchback. It's a new thing. Yep. And then we'll hit Deer Trail, which is 6/10 of a mile, I think. Like L shape. And that reconnects again back up to the Western River Trail. And that's it. We head back. So this section of the West River Trail between Quarry and Deer, and it's pretty much a maintenance road. Right, so that's the update from here, and more information for you. This one is stupid, but you're welcome. All right, so we're on Cedar Trail, and it is bracketed by a bean field to the right. Actually, so we got some trees and some grass, and we got some corn, and we got some beans. And it looks like there's some trees up there a little bit. You know, and that's the reason why you wear a sun hat, to protect your head and ears from the sun. All right, hike's coming to a conclusion. Good little hike. Roughly 12.5 miles for the route I took. I did some zigging and some zagging through the network down at the bottom on the south part of the southwest trails, and I did a little bit of the southeast until I hit that creek that I didn't want to wade through. That side on the trail map, it shows, and I'll quit walking for a sec. On the southeast trails, it shows like a 4 mile down and back, so a total of 8, I think it was. So I imagine if they put like a little bridge or something there to walk across, you could come and do it. Otherwise, yeah, if you don't want to get your feet wet, don't worry about the southeast side. I would say, from just personal choice, the lake loop for sure. Come out here and do the lake loop. Now, I believe it was 12 or 14 miles. Nice little scenic route around the lake. I enjoyed it a lot. Did that with my buddy Jesse last year, and then now this year I've come out here and I've done the mid and the south trails. And I would say if you're looking for the exercise, then definitely do the mid and the south trails. Otherwise, they're good trails, but they're not one of those like super scenic trails to come out for, to drive a long distance just to experience and see what kind of scenery you can get. Now for a walk in the woods, they're great. All 3 of them, well, the one that was cut short. So basically the mid and the southwest trail are great walk in the woods. I still enjoyed myself, both of them. It's just, you know, I like to come out and take photographs and whatnot, and there wasn't a whole lot to take pictures of. So there was some wildlife, a little bit more wildlife today than the last time I was out here. A lot of insects, like the butterflies and whatnot. Dragonflies, a lot more birds, but the birds aren't holding still, so to capture them is pretty tricky. Anyhow, that's enough of me rambling. Brushy Creek State Rec area in Fort Dodge, Iowa, over in the western central area of Iowa. Yeah, come on out and go for a walk.